I'm starting a video. I'm looking at Yahoo News. I was reviewing Megyn Kelly here, and uh, reading this, studied law, a lover of the First Amendment by God, and I think the whole situation underscores some of the beauty of our country, she says. I'm saying that she's the middleweight fen and fence maker. Fen is the swampy marsh. She's distributing it to get it back in black that's hyphenated to the tack that she tacks. Where am I going? Well, the next hyphenated black, okay? So, is it red? I'll make it black, but it's the illusion of value. She's not making value, and she has to stay in that middleweight fen and fence making position because she doesn't have an honest heart. And she only has the opportunity she makes with her own value to sport it, toft. Then he would add doft and supplementally tear and tear weight to be add or to bad, but it's all hyphenated. She's part of lending the trend for no reason, the fen. She could only, entertain. Well, here's the false commodity of entertaining when you never lent the frame. It's not actually funny. Okay? You're stalling begotten time as the example to live life as prime as giving life, but it's liced. It's a slice of lice that you seeded, doft, tone on. The acumen of looking glossy, lice eggs are glossy. You've got your refiner fideism, belief in yourself to reveal on your faith. You've got your refiner's fire of fideism, not by an active faith that you've ever brought honest tearaway. You can only impart, hyphenated, to keep stirring the pot that's also hyphenated. Your ego got the example to go ought as the egg by God. Bigot, spigot, if you need a bigger nit, N-I-T, in, knit, N-I-T. Hallelujah! She can't cast herself on her own, and this should be indicative of what she wants to the throne. She can't cast herself as anything other than to stand off, to put toft, hyphenated, to care and tear a lot that's also hyphenated. It's not an enviable position by a person of means, but it's not either fair air or fair tear weight, that you exist ironically sexist because you're supporting the time, the X, to have hyphens around it as your only means to tool and dine your hind. What else? Well, you know, she's kind of having an episode here of see if I can find it again. Yeah, she asked. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it. Ironically, looking at the news, which you snooze and lose 0-0-0-. And you try and enhance your zeros so it's more in quotation marks, so it's really not what it seems. It's not respectable. It's the idol. E-Y-E-Y-E-O-L-E Y-E-ID, where L-E-I-D is the suffering. And you're leading the suffering with your I, you're stuffing it at the same time, okay? Why? That's how you get your sustainability, and in that sustainability is the continuity, the illusion of continuity, and in that illusion of continuity, you call it fact-based reason to tact, and also you call it faith. The only faith that you honestly have, sire and conspire, ironically, is that you place doff to get doff back and in black -t. You're not really doing any real work. You're not thinking it through. You're simply showing up to pass on the same value so-o-t that was sought to missap peel and misapply. L hyphen E hyphen parentheses Y-E hyphen I hyphen D hyphen. Doffed all the time. Time and hyphenated. Time and down with war, time and doffed. It is not necessary to go with war. We don't have the right two people talking one-on-one, and we never have, particularly in writing. So your law is a pastime, fiefend sport. In which you mar your I to retort, because your or is red as your credit. R-E-D. Put your hyphens in it wherever you like. To, hyphened, to be. Your bed and your ad. To think she makes so much money from that, you know what I'm saying? I'm way under the poverty level. And I'm not a poor -t thing. Guesting. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing grace. I question whether I can both work in the competitive marketplace for no reason thievend and work to divine this problem, engineering it from my mid-mind of what I would want to bin bind. So there's vanity's zeitgeist. Forward this to Megan Fox if you like to. I'll start trigging T parentheses B RIGHT. Trig height be the brig height and bright trial balance. She's just getting away with murder by passing it doffed. Passe it doffed. Okay. And so doffed gets to, if he's behind me, fudge, knock my bumper off, and make shit tough on me because I'm left with no one to speak to. I get to fight doffed on my own. Oh, I'm not in this position because I don't know better. It's because I do. That's why I've engineered a language, so I can be understood for who I'm speaking to at the same time as who I'm not speaking to. So if your lane is already preordained for no reason thiefend, I suggest you stay in it. NIT. You brought no reason, you brought no desire to supersede or supersede. You can't go ahead, and that's one of my main motifs of a tiff against the person that bumped me is, what are you in a hurry for? You have nowhere honest that you have sown or shown to go. So on my framework, anything you say can be used against you because you didn't bring 2x2, you're not carrying 2x2, you didn't want 2x2 because I can see that. I have given the time for completion in writing. Jump in anytime you want to. Why am I doing it that way? Or why can I perceive a reason for it to be that way? Litmus-ly. Ly as a suffix for relationship to also stuff the time that I would be my turf as well. To illustrate a parallax, everything you have written as a man has been frame and doffed in origin to compete for no reason thiefend, to stand doffed, to put toft. Again, for no reason. You're not relating. There's no aspire real in the DNA ladder exchange, which is an ironic looking H of hydrogen that twists, that coils diagonal. We are not exchanging information. You're standing doffed as an imp position as the most valuable player to whatever shit he can make top thiefend, and you're doing it by squatting on every with OMEND. I, for one, am accountable to those means that seat tit to be AD, and to be for my bed, even if it's singularly. Which I understand my position also, that people think when I'm standing alone, they totally think that they can throw me to doffed kingdom bum come. Kingdom come. They think they could do that on their own. Great, bring it. Because all it does is gather more to my crow that you get to stare at. In your name that you now get to own. as yourself, and that you never desired, actually, to sell the value, to endow it. And so if you're not going to be the heir, stop speaking that you fit it. Stop speaking DOFF to take off an item of clothing. I suggest your hat. Stop speaking DOFF, DOFF-IT, that you fit it. And then we will see that your basis for law crumbles, for no reason, thief end. You're standing doffed as witness to essay doffed, and what you get from that is what you have S-O-T-. Just ask Megyn Kelly, okay? Because she has purposely put herself in a position to make a profit, thief end, on every new KNEWEID. Because she's not bringing 2 by 2. And by all counts, it does, because I've contacted her just recently, it does not seem that she cares to. Because she's continuing fraudulently, or that L has a hyphen, through the endow with wart, so she can tear a retort that she never honestly screwed nor had the inherent means to do. Okay? For Jesus Christ's sake, screw. Okay? Just fucking screw. Jesus Christ's sake, fucking screw. Screw if you can do.